Hello and welcome to the Internet Vault, a place of knowledge and discovery. We appreciate your time and presence here today. Today we're going to peel back the layers of a deeply personal and universal experience. The feeling of being alone. It's an emotion that touches all of us at one point or another, and it's completely normal to face it. But why do we feel it? What are the triggers, the reasons behind this sense of solitude? In our journey today, we're going to navigate the labyrinth of loneliness, exploring 5 significant reasons why someone might feel alone. But remember, we're in this exploration together, and it's perfectly okay to acknowledge these feelings. They're part of what makes us human. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover these 5 reasons together. First off, we have the lack of communication, a common reason why many feel alone in this vast world. You see, humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection, on shared experiences, on the simple joy of being understood. But when communication breaks down, when we lose that vital link with our friends, family, or peers, we can start to feel isolated. Imagine standing in a room full of people, yet feeling completely alone. Why? Because you're not communicating. Maybe you're not speaking the same language, or perhaps you're not on the same wavelength. Either way, you're physically present but emotionally distant. And that, my friends, can be a very lonely place. We live in a world where technology has given us more ways to communicate than ever before. We can text, call, video chat, post, tweet, snap, the list goes on. Yet, despite all these avenues for connection, we can still find ourselves feeling more disconnected than ever. Why is that? Well, it's because technology, while a wonderful tool, can sometimes give us a false sense of connection. We can have hundreds of friends on social media, but how many of those friends do we truly connect with on a deeper level? How many of those friends do we trust enough to share our deepest fears and hopes with? Technology can also become a distraction, an escape from real-life interactions. We can get so caught up in our virtual lives that we forget to nurture our real-world relationships. And this can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. But here's the thing, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel alone. And it's okay to reach out and express your feelings. Don't bottle them up. Don't hide behind a screen. Reach out to a friend, a family member, a mentor. Share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. And remember, even if you feel alone, you're not truly alone. There are people out there who care, who want to listen, who want to understand. All you have to do is reach out and communicate. Remember, it's always okay to reach out and express your feelings. You're never truly alone. Moving on, we find self-doubt, a silent monster that often makes us feel like we're on our own. You see, self-doubt is a crafty creature. It creeps into our minds, often undetected, and before we know it, we're questioning our abilities, our worth, and our place in the world. This insidious feeling can make us feel alone, even in a room full of people, because it convinces us that we are somehow less than those around us. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is a universal human experience. Yes, you heard that right. Every single one of us, at some point or another, has looked in the mirror and wondered, am I enough? It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what you've achieved. Self-doubt does not discriminate. So why does self-doubt lead to feelings of loneliness? Well, when we doubt ourselves, we tend to retreat. We pull away from others, convinced that they wouldn't understand or that they might judge us for our insecurities. We isolate ourselves, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where we feel alone because, well, we've made ourselves alone. But listen closely because this is important. Self-doubt is not a reflection of your worth. It does not define you or your capabilities. It's merely a feeling, and like all feelings, it's transient. It comes and goes. And just like we wouldn't let a passing storm convince us that the sun will never shine again, we shouldn't let self-doubt convince us that we are forever inadequate. So, how do we combat this? Start by acknowledging your self-doubt. Recognize it for what it is, a common part of the human experience. Then challenge it. Remind yourself of your strengths, your achievements, and your worth. Talk to someone you trust about your feelings. You might just find that they felt the same way too. Always remember, you are enough just as you are. Next, we have change, an inevitable part of life, yet one that can often leave us feeling alone. Now, let's delve into the nature of change, its impact, and how it can stir up feelings of solitude. We all experience significant life changes. Perhaps you've moved to a new city, leaving behind familiar faces and places. Maybe you've started a new job, trading in well-known routines for a fresh set of challenges, or you've bid adieu to a relationship and now find yourself navigating the world solo. All these scenarios can lead to a sense of isolation. Why is that, you ask? Well, when our lives undergo substantial changes, we often find ourselves in unfamiliar territories. The places, people, and routines that once provided a sense of comfort and belonging are replaced by new, unknown elements. This sudden shift can make us feel like we're alone on an island, surrounded by an ocean of uncertainty. But here's the thing, this feeling of loneliness, it's temporary. It's a part of the process of adapting to new situations. Think of it as your mind's way of making sense of the new environment, almost like a recalibration process. It's a normal response to the whirlwind of change we sometimes find ourselves in. Remember, change isn't just about saying goodbye, it's also about saying hello to new opportunities, experiences, and relationships. It's about learning, growing, and stepping out of your comfort zone. So, while it may feel like you're alone amidst the unfamiliar, you're not. You're just at the start of a new journey, one that's full of potential. Change is hard, no doubt about it. It can leave us feeling lost and alone, but it's important to remember that this is a temporary state. It's a part of the process, a stepping stone on the path to growth. So if you're feeling alone because of a big change in your life, remember this. You're not alone in feeling alone. And more importantly, this change you're going through, it's an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Change is hard, but remember, it's also an opportunity for growth. Our fourth reason is not feeling understood, a powerful emotion that can make us feel isolated from the world around us. Now, imagine being in a room full of people, yet feeling like the loneliest person on earth. This sensation often stems from the feeling of not being understood or accepted by others. It's like speaking a different language that no one else can comprehend. It's a tough spot to be in, and it can lead to a profound sense of loneliness. We all have a unique perspective on life shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and values. When these viewpoints are not acknowledged or appreciated by others, it can be deeply disheartening. It's as if our personal reality is being dismissed, leaving us feeling disconnected and isolated. But remember, each of us is a complex, multifaceted individual. We can't expect everyone to understand us fully, and that's okay. It's not a reflection of our worth or value, but rather the diversity and complexity of human nature. What's important is to find those people, communities, or relationships where we feel seen, heard, and accepted. Finding a supportive community can be a game changer. It could be a group of like-minded individuals who share your interests, a safe space where you can express your thoughts and feelings without judgment, or a relationship where your quirks are not just tolerated, but celebrated. So how do you find such a community? Start by being open about your feelings, values, and experiences. Share your story and listen to others. Seek to understand before being understood. Embrace the beauty of diversity, knowing that everyone has something unique to offer. Remember to be patient with yourself and others. Understanding takes time. It's a journey, not a destination. It's about building bridges, not walls. It's about empathy, compassion, and mutual respect. In conclusion, feeling misunderstood can be incredibly isolating, but you're not alone in this struggle. Reach out, connect, and remember that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be you. You are unique, and that's what makes you special. Don't forget that. Finally, we have physical isolation, something many of us have experienced more than ever recently. This can occur due to a variety of reasons. Perhaps a global event, like a pandemic, has forced us into lockdown, or maybe personal circumstances have left us in solitude. These conditions can often lead to feelings of loneliness. But let's not forget, we live in a world that is more connected than ever. Yes, physical isolation can be tough, but it's not insurmountable. There are ways to combat this. Virtual gatherings, for instance, can help bridge the gap. Video calls and online meetups can bring us closer to our loved ones, even when we can't be with them physically. And then there are hobbies that can be done alone. Reading, painting, gardening. The list is endless. These activities not only keep us engaged, but also help us find joy in solitude. Even when we're physically alone, there are still ways to connect with others and feel less lonely. So, there we have it, 5 reasons why you might feel alone at times. We've delved into the intricacies of lack of communication, the crippling effects of self-doubt, the unease that comes with change, the pain of not feeling understood, and the stark reality of physical isolation. Remember, it's completely normal to experience these feelings. You're not alone in this, even if it might seem so at times. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What resonated with you the most? Do you have your own strategies for combating loneliness? Your insights could be a beacon of hope for someone else navigating through the same storm. And yes, let's keep this conversation going. If you found value in this video, show us some love. Hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Please, if you found this video helpful or insightful, drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more content from the Internet Vault. Remember, you're never alone in the Internet Vault.